Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to Planet Coaster Hard Mode. So for this episode, I thought it would be cool to build a new roller coaster, because we haven't really built one since, since we worked on Rawhide here. But I feel like that's been a few episodes now, and since our Sci-Fi area is still pretty barren, thought a roller coaster, maybe like back around here, would be a good way to just kind of draw some people over to this area more. Especially we just have these two rides. But first, park challenge, $1,000 please. And when we build that coaster, we should try and get these two challenges, because we've had those for quite a while, since we haven't built any coasters since then. But one thing was pointed out to me my last episode, where I kind of showed off all the cheats. There is a cheat where if you name a guest Andy Chappell, it makes his go-kart faster than everybody else's. And actually Frontier on Twitter pointed out to me that I actually misspelled his name, which is why it didn't work. So we're going to rename this guy Andy Chappell. Oh, I just heard the bling. So this guy right here in the yellow sweater, when he gets in his go-kart, oh look at his he's got red and black striped hair. That's cool. But when he gets in his go-kart, he should be faster than everybody else. So let's speed up the time here so we can get these guys off the track and we can get Andy Chappell on. Okay, and here we go. Here's our guy right here. Yellow sweater, yellow car. So hopefully this works this time, which I think it should. Spelled his name right. I heard the little bling. Oh yeah, whoa. Yeah, he's he's way faster. Although that red car is not far behind him. But yeah, he's definitely leading the pack there. Let's do this. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. That part's kind of crazy. I don't have the cheat activated that lets you drive the go-karts, otherwise I would take control of this guy. But yeah, I just wanted to here he comes. He's so far ahead now. He's so far ahead now. But yeah, I just wanted to check that out since I messed up last time. Let's see, I saw some notifications about theft. Let's see, a thief has been caught resolving 5 crimes where possible victims have had their money returned to them. Okay, so it seems like our cameras are working. We have one right here. We have several cameras throughout. I think if we go to security, so we have 10 cameras throughout the park. So that's pretty good. Security has been notified. What is that? Oh, that's this. I was like, what is that siren? Is this Silent Hill? Okay, so let's go over to our Sci-Fi area and let's build a coaster, because coasters are cool. Let's pick something that'll be kind of good for a sci-fi theme. So we have a hyper coaster. We have another hyper coaster, an inverted 4-seater. That would be cool. Prototype wing. What does this one look like? Spin that around. Well, that's cool. So it's you sit down, but your legs still kind of hang off the front there. The wing coaster, that's cool too. That would be a cool sci-fi. We have winged launch, wooden coaster we already have. Let's do this guy, the 4-seated inverted coaster, because this is if you're familiar with Cedar Point at all, They have a ride there, or roller coaster, called the Raptor, which has been one of my all-time favorite rides. So let's do that. Now, question is, where do we want this guy to go? So maybe there. I want it to kind of be like level with where the path is. So maybe down a little bit. I don't know why I feel like I want this to be that level. Oh, if I can get cameras under control. Let's do a little flyby here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we'll go back to here. So we could have this like, well, it can't be right up to the path because we're going to need room for the queue and everything. So maybe like right there. And then we can just have the queue here. And then actually what we should do first, just place him there because that's good. But we're going to want to extend the path out. So let's do that first. Select grid. So maybe this comes out like around here. Where is, oh, there's like no, let's see, do railing on elevated. There. So at least for now we'll have railings on these. We can always change it later if we want to add some like custom, you know, kind of sci-fi walls going around it or whatnot. But yeah, that'll be good. And then, you know, maybe this will kind of come out like over or maybe around from this way. I don't know. We're going to kind of play this by ear as far as building the coaster goes. We could also flip this around so like the hill kind of comes up this way and goes over the path. That would be cool. It's people like to, you know, walk under the coaster as it's going up the lift hill. It's actually, I kind of like that idea. now that I have a, let's see. Oh, well, it should still be at the same height. So we'll get that here. Why won't you let me move it the other way? That's fine. That should be good. And then, well, I want it further back. Why are the arrows stupid? I want it like a little further. Maybe right there? Maybe right there. That works. All right, let's edit this bad boy. Whoa. Whoa. Let's do angle snap for now. Wow, that can go really steep. I don't think it needs to go that steep. Is that too? I mean, there's no such thing as too steep for a roller coaster, I suppose, but I was kind of looking for a more... Whoa. Hello. Come back. There we go. I was kind of looking for like maybe a more gradual hill, but that should be okay. That's pretty tall, as it is. So maybe we'll kind of come down. Can do that. Do that. Actually, Maybe down just a smidge. Actually, you should turn on, just have it constantly testing so we can kind of see how it's doing as we go along. Which way? There we go. I think what I want to do is have it, have it kind of curve around maybe. Let's watch the cars and see that they should. Oh, why is the camera so wonky? Stop it. Yeah, that should be cool. And then, oh, there they go. Okay, that should be good. Why? Okay, why is the camera being weird? Stop being weird. Stop. So that can kind of, although that's going to come back down over the path. Is that what, I don't know if that's what I want to do. Maybe the lift hill should go the other way. Because then as the ride ends, it can kind of come around, loop back this way a little. Ooh, because it could, if it went up this way, then it could kind of be like back in this little area. Because I don't know what we would do back here, but if it kind of went around here, that would look cool. I think it would look cool. Of course, I suppose it could still do that. If it comes up here, comes down, kind of goes around this way and does some stuff. I don't know. Possibilities are endless. Endless, I say. Okay, let's do that. Oh, you're still turning. There we go. So it can kind of do that. How's that doing? How's it? Let's watch. Excitement goes way up. I love that it just crashes. Okay. So then we can kind of do this. Have it go up like that. And then we can get some sort of like a big, that's really big loop. Ooh. Man, there's so many different ways we could do this. Where was... That's like a half loop up, and then we'd have to do a half loop down, which would be this guy. So like we did, oops, half loop up. Aw, just missed it. Okay. Half loop up, half loop down, speed up time so we can, another theft. Well, I think we're okay on security guards. Here it goes down. Ooh, nausea got kind of high right there. Maybe... Maybe this should be a little bit longer so it's not like such a steep... Maybe like that. And then we can go to the half loop down. Let's see how that does. So we're trying to keep an eye on... Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Nausea got up to like the orange, but fear and excitement were both in green. which is exactly what we want. Ideally, we'd want nausea to stay in the green, but if it just does it in one part, we should be okay. Okay, so you're coming down off that loop. Like so. Maybe... Whoa, not that. Not that. We can do that like somewhere maybe over here as it kind of loops back. It starts heading back towards the station, but... Oh, that's neat. That might give people all kinds of... Let's see what happens. Might not even make it over all of that. Whoa. Whoa. Huh. It's not too bad. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Like, you go down that hill over that loop and then kind of like twist and wrap around itself. That just seems like a bit much for the very beginning of the ride like that. But we could do something like that. What is that? That's a corkscrew. That goes to the right. Oh, geez. Whoa, look at that track. That would break your neck. Look at that. Look at the way that's twisted. That would utterly, completely break your neck. So let's do something. Let's do something that won't break your neck. Whoa. That's sweet looking. And it kind of keeps going back in that direction. Let's add it. Let's see what happens. Ooh, nausea went way up right there. I think it's because of this. I don't know. I like that though. Let's do this though. Instead of... The question is, where was that? Was that it? I think that was it, right? Ah, but I don't like that little hump right there. That's gonna make people sick. Let's try that here. Oh, I think it was that one, right? Is that the same? Yeah, that's the same one, right? So like you're coming down off of there. Alright, hurry up. Okay, there we go. Comes down, goes up over around the loop-de-loop. Whoa, look at that, all green right there. Exactly what we want. Nice. Okay, so you're coming off of that. Now we can get some sort of like big, kind of swooping curve. That's not too bad, but I kind of am thinking like I just wanted to kind of swoosh around over that way. Could do like that could work. What is that? That's the corkscrew left. What about it's like barrel rolls or heartline rolls? What? Whoa, man, there's all kinds of crazy shit over here. Holy cow. Whoa. That's cool. I mean, I just don't know that the coaster would make it around that. What is that? Oh, it's just like twisted horseshoe right. That won't work because it's going out of the boundaries of... Nah, it wouldn't work anyway. What else do we have? What is this called? Like a wraparound corkscrew. That's kind of neat because it would just kind of like tunnel into the ground right there. That's not really what I was looking to do. So let's... Why did I keep that there? So let's do this. Let's get that. Start to twist it that way. Question is, will that actually make it around that way? Oh, nice. That's pretty good. Alright, so we'll bring it back up kind of that way. Straighten it back out. Alright, now where do we want to go from here? I mean, ideally, we would kind of go around here a little bit, and then it would just sort of make its way back around over here. So let's see how we can accomplish that, shall we? Need another... Let's see. Oh, those are cool. That would be cool, because then it would kind of wrap around there. And then we could do... Is this still testing? Okay, there it goes. It's coming around there. Still all in the green. Nice, nice, nice. Still all in the green. Nausea got a little high, but I think we're okay. Nice. I think we're doing okay. So where was that? There was like a big... Where it kind of... that's a little tall, I think. Where was the piece where it kind of wrapped around? Oh, that's cool. From far away, this is just like, looks like a weird, twisty, turny, like crazy roller coaster. Which, I mean, I guess it is. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I do like this piece. I don't know if I would want to use it just yet, but I'm trying to find... No. No. Where... Problem is there's like so many pieces you can use, it's hard to kind of keep track of where they all are. And that's cool, but that would never make it up that tall. Never ever. We don't have that much speed left in the ride. I mean, I guess it's still going like 50 miles an hour. Oh man, that's so close. It's like barely outside of the boundaries of the track. I wish I could just adjust it a little. Oh wait, can I? Make it, there we go. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like that. Screw it, let's add it. Now let's see how the roller coaster does over here. Okay, it comes down. It's going over that area. Excitement dips a little bit right there. Probably just because it slows down. But we're still doing pretty good on everything. Comes around there. Ooh, nausea gets a little high right there. That's okay. I'm I am perfectly okay with that. So now we can do something, figure out a way that it'll loop back around. I think that's a good piece. But I would love it, try to get it over there more. So let's make this kind of go. Make that a little longer there. Kind of do that. Probably have to extend it out because otherwise the G's will be be pretty rough twisting around right there. Okay, so that's good, I think. And then we'll bring this back around straight right there. Now where was that piece? I already forgot where it was. No, wasn't any of those. Oh God. Oh, it's not going to make it up that. Okay. Although we could shrink it down. That might speed it up, so have to wait for the train to get all the way back over here. Hurry up. There you go. Come around. Comes around over there. Lose a little bit of speed, so excitement goes down, but it's still pretty good. Whoa. Oh, gotta build that piece. Alright. Goes through the little kind of figure 8 part. Lost a little bit of speed, but still not too bad. Oh, geez, that's still... Okay. So that's not gonna work. Because it loses too much speed right here. So how can we get... Well, we could do this, I think. Do I have... brakes, chain... No. I was gonna say, I thought maybe we could do like a quick little launch thing, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Just twist that back. Okay. So we gotta figure out, man, it loses a lot of speed right here. So we may have to think about not doing this little bit. Oh, this is still... I was like, why is it going the other way? Because it's still... I had to stop the test. Start it over. Okay. I like how it loops around here, but may not be able to do what I want. Maybe if it just kind of comes around, like as it's coming out of here, kind of drops... Like it drops down here, maybe, and then just kind of loops around. And then it can just finish off coming back around this way. I feel like that won't be too terribly exciting. Or maybe we should just start heading back to the station at this point. Like we just kind of come around here. Oh. Twist that the other way. So we can do this. Straighten that back out. Nope. Turn angle snap off because we want it to be like nice and kind of go like right behind the building, which would be really cool. Is that at 0? Angle snap back on. Kind of comes down around there. Yeah, and then do that. Curve it back around. I want to make sure we are lined up nicely with the station. Actually, I should build off of here. And then here we can just add some brakes, like right there. Autocomplete, because we just have that little bit left. And there we go. How's it doing around here? Not bad. Nausea gets a little high, but okay. Nausea got a little high right here because it kind of, you're going this way and it kind of whips you back around to the left, but it might be okay. So, oh, excitement. We lost some excitement, I think, because of this here. It takes into account the entire ride. So like right here, if it's going to be slow, it's going to drop the excitement rating down, like the average, which means you just need to make the rest of it more exciting. Which, like, looking at this, I'm like, I don't love it, but you know, we'll go with it for now. I may like change some aspects of it in between episodes, and you know, I might try to make it come out this way a little bit more. But until then, let's give the thing a ride. Oh man, here we go. Whoa! Over the loop-de-loop. Hey, the track totally went into itself there. That's not right. Oh, so cool. Come around here. Get real close to the terrain, which is cool. Come over here, kind of whips around. Breaks your neck as it whips to the left. Alright. And there's our ride. But look at that. Why did that do that? Is that a glitch? I just now noticed that. It looped on itself, like, huh. Okay. Well, I'll have to fix that. That'll make me have to like redo the whole coaster. Cause I'm gonna have to adjust this so it kind of comes off to the side a little bit. Well, shit. Okay. So I'll do some work on that in between episodes. In the meantime, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. And yeah, we'll keep working on this next time. So with that, I'm 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.